Welcome to Vlogs from the Dungeon. This is where I talk about some of the questions, comments, messages I get either on Facebook or even right here on YouTube in the video comment section. Someone posted a message on my wall yesterday on Facebook. They were saying how they were very frustrated. They did a wedding show and all of these DJs ended up underbidding this guy. $600 for 5 hours with free uplighting. Very frustrated. Needed to vent. It's good and healthy to vent. And a lot of people do vent, complain, moan on Facebook, on YouTube videos, in forums about this particular phenomenon. But we need to talk about it to understand what's really happening and what we can do to change it. Now, a lot of people want to go out there with a submachine gun and shoot every DJ who underbids them. Doesn't really help us because another 12 are going to pop up for everyone that you end up assassinating. So, not a viable option. Not even an option that's going to help you out. What will help you out is to build value in your services. But let's go back a little bit here. So, Walmart is very successful today. And I know they are because they are the low price leader. You can actually buy a DVD player in Walmart for less money than you can usually just buy a DVD disc. And that's insane when you think about it. So, the consumers are used to this. This is just the world we live in today. They're used to going for the lowest price on things. You know, some people are like that. More for your money. The less we spend on this, the more we have for that. That's just smart consumers. They're just trying to do the right thing. What they don't realize is what really goes into this. And, you know, it's very hard to express at a wedding show sometimes. I totally understand that. A bunch of DJs in a row. It's a complete cattle drive. People just running through the place. How much, how much, how much, how much? Ooh, that's cheap. I'll sign. Happens all the time. Those people are price shoppers. And most of them might not have been your customers anyway if you were $1,200 for the same service, for instance. But value is important to build, and I think the best way to build value is on the road. The best customers you're ever going to get are the customers who see you at a gig and like you. They're going to see what's happening. They like how smoothly that the wedding reception's going. They like what you're playing. They like the sound of your system. They like the look of your lighting. So they're going to talk to you. And they're going to say, how much are your services? Because this looks great. And you're going to tell them however much you charge, $1,200, $2,000, whatever it is. Now that could be a great value to them because they already know in their head that you can make this happen. Now what they don't know is that this took 2 or 3 client meetings, a lot of planning, timelines, all kinds of neat stuff to achieve the nice smooth continuity that you were able to have that evening. So you've also got those companies who sell in volume and they make money at this. So you've got the guy who has 3 mobile systems and they're out 3 times a week. All of them are out, 3 times a week. So that's like 9 gigs a week. He only charges $600 and he does free uplighting. He pays his employees $100. His cost for every gig, because he does so many gigs, is like $225. The rest is profit. You do enough of these, it looks pretty good. So he's selling on price and making his money with volume. Where I think most of us don't really want to do that. We want to do maybe a gig a week and we want to concentrate on that particular client and make it real sweet and make a nicer hit. I think that's definitely the way to go. I think that's a quality product. Again, it's just expressing this. And I'm really, again, not sure that a lot of wedding shows are the proper place to do this. Especially the busy ones. Now, we do one every year at my agency, and I quit doing it actually because it ended up being a waste of my time. It's the biggest wedding show in southeastern Wisconsin, Milwaukee, metro area, the whole bit. And it's a cattle drive. It's just people running through the place. And it's elbows to assholes. Nobody has space to move, chill out, relax, whatever. You never talk to anybody. You just kind of grab people. It's like when you go to the mall and they're like, hey, my friend, would you need a phone? In the kiosks. That's what this place is like. And it's not me. I'm not that guy. I don't want to do that cold, hard sell. I want to talk to people. I want people to look at a display of whatever you have at a show. And I want them to say, hey, what's that person all about? Hey, let's go talk to them. Looks like they have a service I want. And you get a dialogue with them. Some of the smaller shows the agency doesn't like, well, the attendance isn't as good. It doesn't matter because the attendants who were there actually take the time to talk to everybody. They're not just running through the place, grabbing brochures or saying how much, trying to find the cheapest price. Those are, I think, the more successful wedding shows, I mean, for me anyway. And they might be for you. If you're somebody who really needs to build value in your services and not just sell on a price point, those are the kind of shows you might want to consider. The smaller shows, the more intimate shows, where, again, you have a nice dialogue with, a lot of the people who come through the door. And then you have the people, of course, we talked about this earlier, we have the people who don't make any money at this, and they just, end up paying for their equipment with the price that they charge, and they're just not smart enough to understand that they're not making money at this. Just because someone hands them a check doesn't mean that they've profited, especially if they've spent more money to actually be at this party than they actually made. In which case, actually, they're paying to DJ, which is kind of crazy. I actually wrote my DJ news article on that this month, and read it, because I write in DJ News. I'm on the front page every month. Check it out. But anyway, that's my vlogs from the dungeon for this morning. I'm going to try to do some lighting videos today. Really, I am. I swear I'm going to give it my best shot. So until next time, practice and enjoy.